Thanks.
Start the stream.
Hey, Brunk.
Uh, 10 points on your points cards tonight?
Yeah.
Is anybody spending points?
I'll buy a charm, why not? Just a little one, please.
Fletcher's buying a little charm. Fletcher, you get the Challenger's charm. Ooh, that's not bad. Anybody else?
I'm banking. I'm close to a grand charm.
I'll buy one more.
Fletcher, you want one more?
Sure, why not?
Alright, let's roll it. Feather charm. Ooh, that's also cool.
I can't let Fletcher be the only one gambling. Roll me a tiny one too, please.
Alright, a tiny one for Nerissa. Nerissa, you get the charm of charisma.
Hey.
Ooh. That's good because she has like not very much charisma at all. My second one.
Brunk, I'm assuming you're banking. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, last session was the start of your exploration of the Merkana underground here. And as I was saying earlier to JC, it was pretty much smooth sailing last session for you guys. You came upon some resources in the form of dust moss spores, which were identified by Nerissa and help you with advantage against being tracked by monsters. And Jesus did a really cool thing in using his Heward's handy spice pouch in its empty form to just like contain these spores for now, because it was empty. It wasn't filled with anything using the ability of the bag, but he can't use the ability of the bag until it's emptied, which I thought was a very good combo there. You found a cyclopean skeleton clutching a dagger made of bone, the Hinox horn dagger, which Jesus took to hold on to along with the cyclopean skull. You came across a rock drake hatchling in a nest that the group avoided like the plague, so as not to piss off a rock drake mama. You found a section of the cave where there was a moving choir of spirits humming a low tune that evoked very sad emotions among the listeners, but everybody passed the save and did not deal with any consequences because of that. You ran into the Patch Witch, a halfling trap witch from the cleaning crew. She was looking for her slime companion Glorbo, and you exchanged a little bit of information with you giving the Patch Witch directions back towards Silver Manor, and in exchange she gave you a coin that you could flick to summon her one time. Well, let's drop this guy in his game there. There we go. You came across a building like a helmet the size of like a larger hut, that was carved out of bent out of a strange material, and the inside was covered with glowing astral markings. You ran into Dranrick, a one-eyed kobold that was hauling dubious dungeon supplies. Managed to get 10 gold from Brunk for a can of monster repellent that Brunk immediately proceeded to toss into like a deep hole after Dranrick sprayed him with it. And it smelled like doo-doo. It smelled not great. You came across an ancient forge that had a glowing great axe stabbed into a stone pedestal, and with the help of Obmi, you were able to find out that it is like a ancestral axe imbued with the ancestors of ancient like dead dwarves. That has a rage built into it, like a rage mechanic built into it. Works with barbarians, but even if you're not a barbarian, it gives you the barbarian rage if you're using the axe. And lastly, we did come across another treasure, finding a patchwork shawl that appeared to drink in light. That was grabbed. It was like surrounded by, I think it was surrounded by like threads. It was almost like a cobweb of threads from this like crazy looking loom. Jesus used some dimension door shenanigans to get in, grab it, and get out without disturbing the web at all. And that is where we left off. You are back. That you had just finished in that room, grabbing that cloak, and we're getting ready to kind of move on to your next hex rolls. Yeah, I don't know if you guys want to strategize it all before you roll the next one, or if you just want to get right into it.
I mean, how much strategizing can we do if we don't know what the heck next hex could pull?
As an over-the-table comment, you haven't, or even like just like as a narrative comment, you haven't come across anything other than the rock drake hatchling yet. And you did hear like random noises and wails coming from, or like goblin screams and stuff like that coming from the cave when you entered, but you haven't come across any creatures like that. Like, you've been actively avoiding moments of conflict and like going the other direction and finding the safer spots. But those noises haven't gone away. Like, even deeper into the caverns, you still hear them echoing through the caves.
Okay, so we are likely to run into them today, probably, then.
Maybe.
Or more likely, at least.
You could possibly like roll and get to the exit. Like, hex rolls are unpredictable.
That's fair. Fair. Where we are now, what do we hear? Like, do things sound close to us? Can we hear?
Give me a perception
Like, I don't hear much.
It's over a 10. Like, you're hearing it, but it's hard to determine a distance because of how the tunnels are made. Like, they're winding, and like even like noises that you make, even just conversation, you can hear kind of echo through the tunnels.
Ooh. Okay. So does that mean, like, how much noise have we been making? Is it likely that the things that we are hearing can also hear us?
Yeah, I mean, you haven't been stealthy at all. You've been moving at a normal pace, speaking at a normal volume. You haven't made any indication of moving stealthily, so I would assume you're speaking. You guys are just talking like chums in the cave and stuff like that. Your voice is probably carried through a couple of times during interactions.
Oh no, I feel like a bad rogue. I have failed.
But nothing has come across you yet. Like, you've come across a few people, but you still haven't dealt with any monsters yet, thankfully.
And we haven't heard like any noises suddenly be like, oh, shut up, what was that? In response to us making noise or anything like that.
Right.
So that's good, at least. I'm gonna propose that from here on out we carry out trying to be a little quieter, maybe. Because I didn't think about that last week.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I'm down for
Pardon?
doing some stealth.
Brunk wears chainmail?
Oh. And I've got like robotic legs, like all clattering,
Yeah,
not clattering, but like
your tank is not quiet.
Fletcher has also been asleep in your little floaty in the back and just like snoring incredibly loud through all of the interactions that have previously happened. Yeah. I've just had a very long nap.
Amazing. Okay, yeah. So we have not been being quiet, and we're not likely to be able to continue on quietly either, based on who we are as people.
You
Okay.
can always try.
I'm gonna pull out little, like, you know, the dog boots that they make for dogs? I've got 8 of those.
For your
I'm
tank?
putting them on. Yeah, I'm putting those on my tank
You give your tank little booties.
to dampen the sound.
Now instead of clanks, it's just like soft thuds against the ground.
Yeah.
He just pulls out the skull he just got and tells it needs to be quiet from here on out.
Shut up. And my tank is now less of a scuttle and more of a scurry.
Fucking why is my brain braining right now? Rosalia, as you do that, Jesus, Rosalia looks down at you and just kind of gives you like a weird look, like, okay, like kind of like tries to like clock Nerissa, like in a you seeing this shit? You're muted. I don't know if you were just mouthing words or if you were actually talking.
As I'm still putting on my booties, I give her a look like, yeah, hello to this guy.
Yeah. And with that, yeah, somebody give me some hex rolls. Jay, you're just getting back. Give me a 2d6 roll. Fletcher's gonna be the one to get you into combat. I just know it.
Feel it.
But I feel like as Ellie or as Nerissa was like putting on booties, like water is splashed on, and I'm like, what, where are we? What are we doing? What's going on? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Fletcher.
Oh,
When you fell asleep, you were still in the you were still in the like the basement area after having a big meal.
So this is new.
Oh yeah. We've been going through it. Just physically, actually, it's been a pretty good time. I'm doing great, emotionally. But like we have been going through the dungeon. I'm
Okay.
actually sad you missed the little baby, the little rock drake, but it's actually probably better that you weren't awake for that, because we would probably have an angry mom rock drake chasing us right now. Anyways, you missed some stuff, but we're all good. We're just trying to get through the cave. Welcome.
Okay. What can I do to help? Make it out.
Fletcher, roll.
Oh, just
I know what you can do. Catch.
Fully ducks.
I threw the battle axe at him.
A great axe flies over your head and lands in the ground behind you.
You're supposed to catch that. You're really bad
I'm sorry.
athlete.
I just woke up. I'll go pick it up.
Hold on. I will move
Oh
that.
yeah, we found something for you. Well, Brunk found it. We all found it, but Brunk was like, Fletcher's gonna want this.
I got you a present.
Yeah.
I don't think I put
I'm
it
sure
on
you're gonna
anybody's
love it.
character sheet because you wanted to.
You did actually. You did put it on my character sheet. It's on mine.
Is it?
It's in my inventory. Yep, it's in the weapons section of my inventory.
Where is it?
Mhm.
Why
It is there.
It's not showing on my screen.
That's weird because I'm seeing it. I'm looking right at it.
What the fuck?
It's the 4th item on my weapons list.
Hold on, I need to refresh.
I've got a bunch of broken pictures, it looks like, though.
My hands are so slippery, just like I'm unable to get it.
I've been eating too much popcorn.
Yeah, I know.
Well, hopefully Foundry is not, or Forge isn't having more issues.
Did that make it show up? No?
I'm just waiting for it to load right now.
There it is. Ta-da! What? No. 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 Remove. Delete.
It's not showing me the axe on your character sheet. Oh wait, you know why I'm not seeing it? Because I was looking at the attributes tab. It was showing me all of the pinned stuff.
Yeah, and I don't have it pinned. I don't have it I don't have it technically on my person, listed as on my person. If that, I don't have it equipped, if you will.
There we go. Now you can delete it from your character sheet. I've dragged it over to Fletcher.
You got it?
Yep.
You sure?
Yes.
I don't want to delete it unless you're sure.
No, we Gucci.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Da 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 da.
Thank you. Thank you.
What happens
does
when
it
he
look
grabs
like?
it?
When he grabs it, Fletcher, you start hearing the battle cries of voices in a language that you don't understand, but recognize as like Dwarven curses, like Dwarven curse words. Until you attune to it, not really much more happens from there, but you do feel like a surge of energy coming from it.
How do you feel?
I mean,
Did you hear the songs of the ancestors?
Just a bunch of swear words. Maybe this was used in a bar fight
Oh
or
yeah.
something. Maybe it cleaved some trees that turned into a tavern. I'm not quite sure. But
Oh yeah.
thank you. Is there like any like visually what do I see? Like is there any like carvings or etchings on the axe? Like what does it look like?
So there are etchings on both the handle as well as the blades. Obmi did explain earlier that one of the one of the markings is specifically like a word, like a ancient dwarven word for rage, or like runes for rage. And the others were just like markings to indicate that this was the axe of somebody's ancestors.
Interesting. I'll have to ask him about that later. And who can I give this giant guitar axe to so I don't also carry it around? Anybody got a bag of holding? Nerissa, can this fit in your tank? What is
You could shove it in my bag of holding.
perfect? Just like full Mary Poppins shoving. And I will equip that one.
Jesus is pack muling?
Thank you.
When you do attune to the axe, you do start to see the visions of these dwarves, and they look very much like they almost look like different barbarian tribes, like people that represent different barbarian tribes, each based on these different animals that you see in the description: bear, eagle, elk, tiger, and wolf. And they are just like, yeah, they're saying something in a dwarven tongue. You're not quite sure what they're saying. But you feel yourself, like, once you are fully attuned to the axe, you feel like your rage is unique in that you don't have to be in a full rage to kind of start to display the effects of your rage. And I think attuning to the ancestral acts, even though they're not your ancestors, you still feel a kinship with them. And so that like purple glowing effect that you get when you're angry, I'm going to say that is permanent now.
Yes.
Like your eyes kind of have that like purple
Your arse.
hue.
Your ass glows.
They have
Fucking amazing, dude.
They have that purple hue, and they've got almost like just like a little flame, like it's just like a little like kind of like aura of that purple rage energy coming off of your eyes right now. I think when you go into an actual rage, they like, you can describe it any way you want how that intensifies, but now at a base level, as long as you are attuned to this axe, you kind of have that effect of like always being in a partial rage.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. So I'm reading the axe. It's really fun. I'm really excited.
Yeah. I need you, Fletcher, to roll a d6 for me.
And now I rolled. Did you see the 2 that I rolled? I just want to
Yeah,
make sure
no,
that they weren't. Okay,
I need
cool.
I need you to roll an additional one now. Okay. You come across a symbol that looks a little bit strange but familiar to you. What you see is it almost looks like a little slime, with kind of like the skull and crossbones, but like the swords are crossed behind the slime instead. You know this as one, like the cleaning crew symbol has changed over the years, and you know that this is an earlier design of one of the cleaning crew logos. It is etched into the wall, and the way that it is pointed, like it's not sitting straight on, it looks like it is pointing the swords in a direction below on the wall.
Yeah, I'll move closer and like scuff the dirt with my boot.
Yeah, you scuff the dirt with your boot and kind of scuff it away, and you see that there is like a mark, like almost like something has been hidden in the wall. You're able to get your fingers on it, and you're able, like, it's not like locked into place, like with enough force you can actually pull it out. Appears to be like carved stone, like somebody carved out the stone and hollowed out a section of it like a box, and inside that box is what appears to be a logbook.
Yeah, I'll open it and start to leaf through it.
Nerissa's gonna like scuttle up and like peer over your shoulder.
The book appears to be about a group of 3 cleaning crew members that were adventuring in these tunnels. It appears that the tunnels themselves used to be, like, before there was like much knowledge about living dungeons, there was a place under here that the cleaning crew used to train. like train new groups or to kind of enhance their skills, and they refer to it specifically as the Deep Under. The other thing, there's only a couple entries in this book, but one of the entries that you read is that one of them appears to have hidden what they didn't mention what it is. They just said that they hid something very powerful in Vault 13.
Okay. Fletcher's gonna be like, I don't really know what to do with this information. I guess maybe we should see on our travels if, like, do I look around and see if there's like an secret door or entrance magically where we're standing to this Underdark? Yeah. So then I'll just be like, I guess keep this in mind as we travel forward. Maybe somebody who's been in the cleaning crew long enough or longer than me. Do you know of this or like have heard of this before? Of this, like, sorry, did you call it the deep under
The Underdark?
The Deep
the
Under.
Underdark?
Yep.
The deep under.
The Deep
Sorry.
Under.
You can tell that I've been playing Baldur's Gate for a couple days. Like, is it the Underdark? Is that where we're going? So yeah, just does anybody from the cleaning crew who's been a longer member than me know what that means? Maybe Rosalia or
Rosalia's like, I'm about as new as you are to the cleaning crew. I signed up before I even got here.
okay.
Well,
should we just
Is there
continue?
something we can do a history check on?
Yeah, like that's what I'm basically asking.
Yeah, what I'll give you for free before you even roll a history check is that you do recognize names in the log here. The names are Wanda, Letty, and Pocket.
Okay.
And Pocket's the guy who runs it now, right? Or
Yes.
who met me at the headquarters.
That's right. Yeah, he's like the interim guild leader right now.
Did the server just reboot?
No.
I got logged out.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm. Away.
Flash, I don't think you were here for the little bit of info from the log. The log is were a couple entries from a small group that were journeying in. They referred to the Deep Under as like a training ground, and referred to a powerful item being hidden away in what they called Vault 13.
Okay.
Should we continue on? I'm assuming we have to get out of this at some point, and it must lead somewhere, and hopefully Merkana. So, forward.
Are there, just really quick before we carry on, are there any illustrations in this book, or is it all just written?
It's
Like
all
written
just
word?
written. It's all just written word.
And like, can Nerissa just be like, oh, can I just see it for a second? And she's gonna like just leaf through. Is there anywhere in the book where it describes what these vaults look like?
They don't describe the vaults other than mentioning the name, but give me an investigation check. Nerissa, on an 18, it's kind of by accident, because you start pouring over the book and get a little bit of your water from your tank on the book. But the water reacting to one of the pages reveals a what appears to be like a crude map drawing in invisible ink.
So at first I'm gonna be like, oh no, oh wait. Hey, check this out. And I'm gonna like show everyone like the map. Now is the map like is anything on the map like a recognizable landmark, or is there anything to indicate where like what the map is of, or like where like what's on the map?
On the map, you don't see any recognizable landmarks. You see that they've marked an entrance. You see that the map that they've drawn out is fairly large. And where it like you see like there's a particular spot that's marked with a number 13.
Okay. I'm
Nerissa,
just gonna like,
can I see that book?
yeah, of course.
I'm gonna take the book, rip the page out of the map, and then dunk the rest of the whole book in her tank. Any, anything else happen to the book? No?
So Fletcher drowns the book. The other pages get super soggy. And the ink starts to run from the pages into your tank.
I guess that did. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll just start bailing out the ink. I'm so sorry. I thought that would work. I saw it worked with the one page, and I just thought I would just, expedite the. But I saved this page, so we still have the map. So I'm just gonna hold it and give it back to you.
Thank you. I'm gonna look at the map and like look around where I am, and like also think back to where we've been through the tunnels. Does it look like there's anything on the map that would indicate like maybe like are there like pathways on the map that like I'm like this kind of looks like where the tunnel forked kind of one went kind of zigzag, nothing like that.
Nothing recognizable from the tunnels that you're in right now.
Okay. Cool. Well then I'm content to just hold on to this and keep it in mind, and I will can I like make a mental note of what it looks like, so that if something does, like if I were to like enter a new space and do like an investigation check and I get like a good enough roll on it, you'll be like, hey, this does actually kind of look like that map that you made a mental note of. Is that something I can do?
Yep. I can make note of like you're looking like there are like little things drawn that may signify landmarks. It's just nothing you've seen inside these tunnels yet.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to make a mental note of that, so if we do come across any landmarks that would like trigger a memory, I basically just have to remember to do like investigation checks or perception checks or whatever you want me to do when we find new landmarks. All right, cool. Thank you. I'm gonna just make mental note, fold it, and put it away in a little dry pocket or something.
And then give me some hex rolls while you're at it.
So, do you want the 1d6 right away, or do you need to wait for her?
And a 6. Give me the 1d6, please. You hear what appears to be arguing. It's small voices, and they sound like they've been smoking like a pack of cigarettes a day. Again, in a language that is rough and like you think might be Goblin, as like if anybody understands Goblin, let me know. But otherwise, you can't really understand what they're arguing about. But it sounds like a group of them arguing amongst themselves.
I understand Goblin.
They are fighting over the division of loot.
Oh. Guys, they're fighting over some loot. Maybe we should rob them.
How many does this have with her? I'm like trying to like be as quiet as I can so that our voices don't echo back to them.
Specifically, it sounds like there are like two. It's like two groups of these different goblins arguing amongst themselves.
I'm just wondering, Nerissa, on the map it said something about a vault. Should we maybe try to find out where they got this loot from? I.e., like maybe it was in a vault, and maybe they could lead us to that? Or do we want to just kick the door down and kill them?
Is there actually a door, or are they just like kind of in the tunnel, like around the corner?
Metaphorically kick the door down is what I meant.
No, but like actually though, like what is
No,
the
because they're all like open tunnels. There's no doors as far as you've seen. But like moving deeper into these tunnels, you can hear them, but you can't see them. Like wherever they are arguing with each other is around the corner somewhere.
I have a steel mirror. Can I take it out and like use it to see around the corner to see like how close they are, or does it sound like they're like just around the corner? Or
No, there's some distance between you and whatever group this is. Probably, give me a perception check. If this is like where you are now, it appears to open up into like a larger cave section, and like where they're located is probably about like within 100 feet.
okay. All right, so I'm still gonna take my mirror and like kind of see what I can see around the corner at least.
Nothing from where you are.
Nothing. Okay. I mean, it is like I'm open to seeing what they're doing, but who's to say if like they got it from a vault or if they killed somebody and are arguing over the loot that they left. So like we should approach cautiously. Especially because we can tell that there's two groups, but we can't really tell how many are in each group, right?
Right.
So there could be a lot of goblins, and we don't want to get like overwhelmed.
Just because I don't really use him, and maybe I don't use it correctly, but I have my little like slime squirrel dude with me. Can I like send him to scurry a little bit closer?
Yeah, absolutely.
We can communicate, right? Maybe not even telepathically, but like he can come back and tell me information. I can understand him in some kind of way.
Boop, 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 boop. It's been a while since anybody.
I think you can see through his eyes. I remember when we were in that castle, or not the castle, the wizard's cabin. I used my slime to like kind of go investigate, and I think it was kind of like seeing through its eyes, but like you couldn't like.
Yeah, your specific slime, you have a telepathic bond with.
I do, or
Like
does
each individual person, like you have a telepathic bond with your slime.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll take Baloney off my shoulder and go shh, and then like send him to go a little bit further to see what he can see, very stealthily.
Yeah. One to turn. There we go. Who has like a light source in here? I think I know Fletcher did. He had a torch.
I have a torch.
I have my glowing crystals. If he needs a light source, I can take one out of my hair.
Well,
Take
he had like an actual torch on him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Your lights in your tank give you like a small radius of light, but not a whole lot. But he has like a.
Can
torch.
I take one of the crystals and shove it in Baloney because he's made of slime, so he just becomes like a little glowing pet? So he also has a little bit of light.
That's a good. Yeah, hell yeah.
Cool. Nerissa, can I see one of these? And I'm just gonna Baloney, don't worry, it won't hurt you. Gonna put a glow stick inside my squirrel, and then send him to go do recon.
excellent.
I think I put a glow stick in my squirrel should be the name of this episode.
Okay. Yeah, your slime. He's got to get up pretty close here. Manages to get close enough. He has to be within like a range of 30 feet of them to see them. He tells you that there are 8 figures that he can see with his tremor sense.
Okay, Baloney. And are they large or small?
It's small.
Okay. Good. Do you see the treasure? Can he see any loot? Or is he just making out shadows?
Well, he's using tremor sense, so he's not so much seeing them as he like like a
He feels
daredevil.
them. Yeah.
Like he can see them through the feel of the vibration. So he doesn't see anything else.
Okay. Alright, that's good. Come on back. I'm gonna recall him back to my shoulder.
Okay.
Oh, and I'll take the crystal out and give it back to you.
Yep.
So
That's fine.
Baloney says that there's 8 figures up ahead. Oh, can he also with Baloney like he had to go, but you said he had to go about 30 feet before he could see them, or just distance.
So
He within 30 feet of them.
Yeah, like
he went about like 70 or 80 feet away, like kind of like slimed over until
okay.
he finally said, "I see something."
Okay. So, just short of 100 feet up, Baloney says he saw 8 figures. He says they're small, but also he's small, so I'm not quite sure. He's not so good with the judging of sizes. But there's 8 figures up ahead, if we want to proceed.
Jesus, you're the one who speaks Goblin, right?
Yeah,
As you guys are
I'm the one who speaks.
as you guys are talking in the hallway, you hear one of them stop and say, "What's that? Wait, what's that?"
They hear us, guys. We gotta quiet down. I say that very quietly, like, guys.
I just look to Brunk's chainmail and go, shh, to the chainmail itself. I'm gonna start doing like hand signals that I used in my like bomb squad stuff that like nobody understands. So I'm just gonna be like, And then I'm gonna start to like sneak away.
Rosalia's like, was he just throwing gang signs at you?
Sorry, I whistled and that's Bert's command, so now she's mad.
So yeah, are you trying to sneak up closer to the group, or are you going to like try and coax them to come to you?
I feel like it's
Maybe.
probably. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say maybe coaxing them to us would be a better idea. We could deal with them as they come towards us rather than having them all swarm us at once.
Yeah, especially with like we know how many of them are up ahead, but we don't know anything about like what that room is like or what the environment is like. This is like a ground that we at least know what we're dealing with and can prepare for and plan for. As like this is all happening, can I be like scanning the area we are right now to see if there's anywhere that would be good to like maybe set up a sort of trap or like kind of position ourselves behind. I want to just kind of look around and see what we got going on as far as like giving ourselves the upper hand in the current environment we're in.
From what you can see from the light source that you have, it's pretty dark in here, so like you're not really, it's not easy for you to see like a vantage point.
I do have dark vision, I think. Yeah, I have 60 feet of dark vision.
You have 60 feet of dark vision? Hold on, let me adjust that on your
Yeah.
character sheet.
I do
Sorry,
too. I have 60
marker
feet
down.
of
I
dark
also
vision.
have my torch and I'm standing like at the, I walked to like the front of the...
your torch is 20-foot range.
Okay.
So it's you're only seeing so much at a time. Jesus, you also have 60 feet of dark vision?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I also have dark vision.
Brunk, are you the only one that's blind?
I can see things in the dark.
Yeah, Brunk's,
Excellent.
Brunk's was already set up. Everybody else's was not.
Oh, there. So we can all see what's up.
Rosalia is the only one without
Hey,
dark
Nerissa.
vision.
There is. I have a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Would that charisma charm you just got? Would you be willing to trade that for a charm that would give you flying equal to your walking speed?
Yeah.
I'm just picturing you flying in your tank at 120 feet per second.
Just
or
like a
per 6
golden
seconds.
chariot, just like with the legs, just like
the
legs
arms.
just
No, I'm picturing them
galloping.
flapping like
Oh
wings.
yeah.
That's disturbing to think about.
It doesn't need to flap. It's just doing it for the style and the panache of it all.
So you're giving her your charm of the eagle for her charm of
My charisma charm.
charisma?
Yeah,
I'm happy to
that
trade
charisma
that.
charm. Charisma charm would be very useful for my spells, for my spell
You-
attacks.
You got it, dude. How do I do that?
Awesome. Thank you.
I am
you want me to
facilitating that right now.
Thanks.
Thank you, Nerissa.
Yeah, no problem. So, anyways, what did I see with my dark vision while looking around the cave for
Hold
setting up
on, I'm
vantage
going
points?
to bring you guys
sorry.
onto the map here.
Excited.
So this is what you see with your dark vision right now.
Okay. And behind us, that's the cave entrance that we just came in?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can see that there are steps down. Is there any way to tell how big of, like, how much of a drop it is on that cliff edge, it looks like?
Like 15 feet.
15? Okay. Okay. And then this, I don't know if you can see where what I'm, like, putting a square around. Is that like a rock we could maybe hide behind?
Yeah, so that is kind of that's like coming up and over that kind of overhang there for like another 5 or 10 feet. So yeah, it could be used as like cover.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of like motion to everyone and like point it out and be like, you can like hide behind it.
But just gonna respond with more like incredible long like.
I'm gonna continue just like doing the funky chicken dance in response because I'm not sure what you're doing. I'm gonna like try to pay attention to like exactly what hand motions you're doing and incorporate those into the funky chicken.
Fletcher's fully looking at you like, yeah, you got it.
And then like around the edges here, like if somebody were to come up from the stairs, like this would probably be a good little hiding alcove as well. To like kind of duck behind, I would assume, maybe. Is that a correct understanding of the layout?
That is a fairly correct understanding of the layout.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to like communicate that as quietly to the group that like those two, and then if we can get them to come up the stairs, because assuming they're small enough that they won't be able to make a 15-foot climb up that side, they're gonna have to come up the steps. If we get up on either side of those, that'll create a good choke point for them. I know I'm not saying this quietly right now, but Nerissa said it.
Yeah, I would like to like move stealthily over to the stairs there and set up. I have a hunting trap, like a bear trap, and I'd like to like pitch it down.
Roll a stealth check for me.
So sorry if this is bad, and then I immediately put us into combat.
So here's an idea. What if we set up this trap and then set ourselves up on either side of the steps? And then one of us, in like the most helpless sounding voice possible, says, "Oh no, I dropped all my loot. Whatever am I gonna do? Here all alone and defenseless, and all this loot that I'm having to carry." And then they'll all come
Nerissa,
running.
what if I just do this, and I'm gonna minor illusion like a pile of gold?
That's a great idea.
So, and then I'm gonna like put it down, basically over the table, set it up, put like a lure of gold to try to make them come over.
Okay, so
But I rolled a 12, so maybe they just heard me and I tripped over my own trap. So
no, so you're over here and you're setting up a trap.
yeah, I have a hunting trap, like a bear trap. Or yeah, I'm basically I kind of want to set it up here, as long like wherever I'm safest to be not out of sight. My ideal place would be to set it up here, but if not, as close as I can to get it to there.
Yeah.
And I will leave my torch with Brunk as I do that because I have dark vision.
Okay.
As to like not walk over with fire in my hand.
Yeah.
Brunk, hold this.
He wants me to hold a torch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need that. Why do you want me to
So
hold this?
none of us need it.
I
Maybe
don't need to.
Rosalia. Rosalia can't see in the dark.
Rosalia needs.
I'm gonna.
She's the human.
Because we're trying to be stealthy, I'm gonna snuff the torch.
Okay.
I'm just gonna give Rosalia a couple of my glow stones so she can see a little bit around her.
Do you crack them as you?
You like glow sticks, yeah. shake him up. Do a little like flow.
I'm gonna stealth over to behind that rock where Fletcher is as well.
Cool. Roll a stealth check for me. And Nerissa, I saw you move over there. I need one from
Oh
you
yeah,
too.
I meant to do that stealthy. Yeah, sorry.
Do you have your tank in stealth mode?
Yeah, it's got the booties on.
That's what stealth mode is. It's just Crocs.
That's a
It makes it
natural
sound
one.
fun.
Fuck.
Oh no! Do you
Ooh.
have inspiration?
Everybody starts with one.
Yeah, I do. But
Do you want to
I'm
use
not gonna use.
inspiration
I'm
for
not.
that?
I'm,
Okay.
I'm not going to for that.
I'm
just
still gonna
gonna
do
accept-
mine.
Yeah, please do yours as well. You're fine.
Yeah.
Jesus, I want you to narrate how you make a noise loud enough to alert the goblins.
Does Jesus walk into the trap that I just set?
Please be a fart.
No,
Please be a fart. Please be a fart.
I'm talking to the skull, and I trip on the floor and just throw the skull into the wall, and the clattering of it alerts everybody to the. I don't know if it's the talking or the clattering, but me talking to the skull.
It was the
Yeah,
clapping of the
alerted.
cheeks.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
clapping of the cheek.
Everybody can go ahead and roll an initiative for me.
I mean, they only see Jesus, right? The rest of us are hidden.
No, well, you weren't hidden.
Don't-
You were just trying to move stealthily to not alert them.
I moved stealthily over here and am like hiding behind like the little.
Yeah, I'm hiding behind that rock.
Yeah.
I thought you were setting up a trap.
I did set up the trap, and then I went back to the rock. Do I need to make 2 stealth checks for that?
I think so.
Hunting trap. Well, no. So
It's also fine. Like, I can also just be an initiative.
your action, you were moving and setting up the trap. Nerissa was moving to get into a hidden position. Jesus was moving to move up beside you and hide behind the rock. And so while you're setting up the trap and Nerissa has moved into that position, Jesus has
Alerted the guards.
alerted alerted them to your presence.
Okay.
Where are you setting up the trap? Like what square?
Can you see it? Like this guy here?
I want you to put yourself beside wherever you were setting it up.
Beside where I'm setting it up? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Game's paused.
I'm setting it up right here.
Okay. And then, yeah, everybody roll initiative.
Again, or is the one that I rolled
Oh,
a couple minutes ago?
I still need one for Lyric, for Pest, and for Rosalia.
I'll roll Rosalia.
I think you guys control Pest. And if not, I can fix that.
Right, Nerissa, I clicked it right as you said it.
Oh, you did Rosalia already? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries. I think I might have just done it as well. If it, oh wait, no, it's not sure this might.
No, you don't have control of Pest. Okay, hold on. Slime, steeds, and pets. Give your ownership. Everybody. There we go. Can you roll Pest's initiative now? And Brunk, I think you're the only one in control of Lyric, so I think you're the only one who can roll it for her.
I did hit the roll thing. It should have rolled it. I thought. No? It rolled the dice. Oh.
Is it set to
Okay.
private for any reason?
Nope.
No.
Nope. It just didn't take it the first time.
Oh, there
For
it
whatever
goes.
reason. I don't know.
Brunk, I'm gonna do something for you here. Because you and Lyric work in tandem, I'm going to ask if you want to start on her initiative or if you want her to start on yours. Do you want her to start with you at the anchor or do you want to go on the 10?
Oh, well. I mean, I'm assuming that if we make this decision this way, we'll treat it as if I'm going on her initiative, she goes first. Regardless of what we do in that round, she acts first and then I act. But if it's a situation where we go on my initiative, I act and then she acts. We want to do it that way? Is that kind of what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then we'll use hers. Because I'll assume that Brunk was a little stunned by the fact that somebody made noise and was like, oh shit. And before I could even, gather myself to figure out what I was going to do, she's like, hey.
Yeah, snapping you too. I like that.
She's like, hey, snap out. We go.
Jesus, you're first up in the initiative. You don't see anything yet.
I'm gonna pick myself up off the floor because I fell and pick up the skull, and then I'm just gonna prepare a firebolt if anybody comes within my range that I can see. I'm just gonna prepare that spell if anybody comes within range.
Did we hear anything in response to the clatter of the skull?
Yeah, you heard them, like, the goblins start, like yelling, being like, what is that? We'll deal with this later. What is that? Get that.
Okay, so we know that they are coming to investigate now. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Fletcher, did you get that pile of gold illusioned over the bear trap?
Not yet.
Okay.
The goblins. You had a spell ready for when they came in range, right, Jesus?
Yeah, a firebolt. Am I able to hit them from here, from behind this rock?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna hit the cackling bulblin.
'20's a hit.
And I'm gonna add my charisma modifier to this roll for extra damage. Or 18 damage.
18 damage.
Yep.
Yeah, your firebolt streaks across the air into this bulblin. You watch as it hits at its chest and explodes. And you watch as, like, some of its clothing catches a little bit, that it has to, like, kind of, like, try and pat itself out.
Awesome.
Okay, this one is going to fire back at you. It gets what? 2, and the second one always has disadvantage. Okay. Misses on the first shot. $14? No,
No, 14.
Yeah, so 2 arrows whiz by your head as they start firing arrows your way. I think this one as well. Hold on, these guys. I should also give them their actual vision here. Okay, yeah, he can just see you. He can see Fletcher, so this shot is coming at you. Wait, I hit you with this one, or didn't hit you with that one. That one can see you. That one is firing at you. Okay, so that is... That's a crit. Jesus, you take 11 damage.
Okay.
And then they get a second shot at disadvantage. And that's a miss. The third one can only see Fletcher right now. Does a 16 hit you, Fletcher? No.
Nope.
And then second attack at disadvantage. Okay, and then this last one here. I'm gonna say can't see you well enough to be able to get a good shot, so both of these are gonna be at disadvantage. That's still a hit. Crazy. Fletcher, that is 3 piercing damage. Second attack misses. Okay, that's all them. Goblins should also be dark vision. Go. Vision. There's
Zerudo's Sandstorm.
nice.
It's the fly. It's the mosquito fly swatting song.
The goblins. Two of them attack Jesus, one attacks Fletcher. What the hell? I'm stealing all your crits tonight, guys. Jesus, that's 8 piercing damage. Jesus, that's another 6 piercing damage. And that is a miss on Fletcher, as a barrage of arrows start flying from around this alcove, or from this stairwell. Fletcher Huck, that's you.
Oh, hey. I'm going to sidestep my trap, and I think I have 30 feet of movement, so I'm gonna run down at 35. Can I get close enough to hit this guy?
Yeah?
Yeah. Cool. I'm going to, emboldened by my new axe, be fully engulfed in purple flame, and go into a frenzy. So I'm going to use my first 2 attacks and hit this guy. And then
So you're going to a rage?
yeah, so I'm gonna go into a rage, and then how does is frenzy an additional like action or bonus action economy, or is frenzy just like the feat that I use?
If you do so for the duration of your rage, you can make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action on each of your turns. When your rage ends, you suffer 1 level of exhaustion. So it's still like within your rage. The only difference really is like the extra weapon attack, and you get your exhaustion at the end of your rage. But other than that, everything else is the same. So
yeah, I'll go into a rage.
Additionally, when you go into a rage, you get to choose a totem. For your axe.
Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so fully engulfed in flames, and then everybody sees as Fletcher's hands become 2 big giant bear paws.
Nice.
And they just kind of like poof, poof, and his mustache gets like so bushy and like such like grizzled beard, mutton chops, like huge bushy mustache. And I'll use bear for the rest of this.
Perfect. So your attacks also deal an extra 2d6 damage.
So let's just see if I hit him. So I have 2 attacks plus the third.
You won't have the third yet because you had to use your bonus action to rage, right?
Yes, thank you. It says consume item use. Does that mean the totem for the axe is when I'm using it?
Oh, don't worry about it. I don't know why that is reading as consumable. It should not be. Hold on.
Okay, I'll just unclick it and hit use ability.
Yep.
Attack.
That's a hit.
So then damage, and then do I add it into this window here, the additional?
Yeah, where it says situational bonus, you can add the 2d6. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, 17 to that guy.
17 damage?
Yes.
Yeah. How do you kill him with your axe?
Fully slice him in half, down the middle.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And then, yeah, fully bend down. And then I think I have 5... he's gone, yeah. And I have 5 feet left of movement, so I'll take a step forward. And hit this next guy, as well with another attack. Does a 7 hit him?
An 11 does not hit.
Okay, cool. I am going to just...
Wait, you should be getting more on that, though. Hold on a second, I need to check something here. +2, plus mod, yes.
Oh, also, it should be 3d6, I think, because I'm level... Oh, nope, lies. The damage increased by 1... Yeah, when you reach 6th level 2d6. Yeah, never mind. New weapons are fun.
Plus hit bonus should be +2. Because it gives +2 to attack and damage, so that should have been 13, which still wasn't enough, but
Okay.
I just want to make sure
Yeah.
it's giving the right bonus.
I'll just look at him like I'm no longer on fire, but like flames still happening. I'll say that like my beard is a little bit on fire, and just say to him, I want to intimidate him. You better stand down, my friend. And like give him. I want to intimidate him. And I took a feat with my
Well, I'd normally say that if you're trying to do that as well, that would be an action.
Oh, okay. Then no worries. I have a thing. I guess for the future for me, I took a skill called Punisher. So after I deal damage to a creature, I have advantage on intimidation checks. So just how would that work if I use my action to deal damage to somebody? Would I then be using my bonus action to do the intimidation check?
Well, it says, so after you deal damage to a creature, you have advantage on intimidation checks against it until the end of your next turn. So on your next turn, if you wanted to try and intimidate it, you could, and you would get advantage on it. Because it lasts until the end of your next turn.
No, I guess what I'm asking is you said that it would be an action, and I'm saying it would be an action my next turn.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, just on fire staring him.
Sure. Nerissa. Fletcher has chopped one of these goblins clean in half.
Hell yeah. That was badass. Okay, so what I can see on my map right now, I can only just barely see to the edge of like this group that is standing in front of Fletcher. That's all I'm supposed to be able to see right now, correct?
Exactly.
Because of the dark vision?
Yep.
Okay. While they're all distracted, I'm gonna run over to where like Jesus is. Now up here, that looks like another like ledge. Is that what I'm seeing correctly?
Yep.
Okay, can I throw my blink dagger over so that it like either sticks in the wall like somewhere over here? How far am I able to throw that thing? Let's see.
I think it's 2060 if you're trying to hit something, but if you're just trying to toss it over there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it over there so that I can bonus action myself like over there quietly, hopefully.
Give me... Are you trying to throw it with finesse or just as hard as you can to get it across?
I'm trying to like so that it like and like sticks in the wall so that it doesn't make it clatter. Like I don't want it to like clatter to the ground. I'm hoping it can just like stick into the wall so like that they don't know I'm gonna be over there once I teleport over there.
Sorry, repeat that?
I'm trying to throw it over to the other side, but I want it to like be stealthy and not like make a loud clatter on the ground.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand. Oh, so close to 15. I'm mad.
You throw the dagger. It does make a little bit of noise, like a little thunk, but it doesn't seem like they are paying attention to it. They're paying attention to the big dude that looks like he's on fire and just cut one of their friends in half.
All right, cool. They didn't hear me. I'm gonna use my bonus action then and teleport over to that other ledge.
Okay.
Where did where did it land? Like, kind of. I was just kind of aiming for like this close bit that's near me. So
Yeah.
I'm feeling like right over
That's
here
40 feet.
or wherever it would have landed.
Like right there.
Yeah,
And now
but I am gonna
you can see.
I am gonna say. Oh yeah.
You can
Sorry, go
see
ahead.
all of them now. The like just a big group of them trying to like run around with their bows drawn.
Okay. Now, this ledge, is it high enough that if I stay back to like towards the edge of the wall, they won't be able to like see me as easily?
No,
Especially consider
you're pretty out in the open now. It is up that kind of like 15-foot gap. You can see that there's stairs on the end there.
Yeah.
So you're not in their direct view, but like you're still like you're a big tank that just appeared there.
so they did notice me get over there then too.
Not really, in the way that like you're not their primary focus because Fletcher is right in front of them.
Okay.
It doesn't
All
seem
right.
like they're coming near you yet, but like you're also not well hidden.
Okay. Well, do I still have a bit of movement then? Or did the teleport count as my movement?
No, you have your whole whatever movement you have left for moving from that spot, right?
So I'm like sneak further back so that like I'm more in the shadows. Also, I'm seeing a little cave here. Can I kind of take a quick peek in there and see if it's like a safe place to kind of like take cover in? Like I just want to scope it out quickly just to see what the deal is with that little cave.
It looks like
Is
it's
that
it's the exit.
Oh, that's the exit for the whole room.
Yeah.
Okay, sick.
Yeah, it just leads into
All right.
another small long tunnel.
Sweet. Okay. So I'm gonna just slink into the shadows because I don't really have another action that I can attack this turn. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That is my turn then. Thank you.
I need to give him dark vision. This guy is not. He runs up the stairs. He's not running for you, Nerissa, so much as he is running towards the door. Like, trying to make his escape and leave everyone behind. He doesn't really notice you until he gets to the entrance and kind of, like, pulls a scimitar, and kind of points it at you. And he says in common, "You let me leave?"
What's in it for me?
You let me leave.
I don't know about that.
Lyric.
Lyric looks at Brunk and says, and like gestures me that direction. How far can she move again?
30 feet
foot
flying,
fly.
yeah.
I can see this action going on here. Yeah.
Yeah, Fletcher is standing in the remains of the goblin he cut in half as he's like just like raging out, about to cut into another one.
Okay. So I kind of gently scoop Lyric out of the air and hold up my arm with the tattoo that I have just recently acquired on it. I'm assuming that she'll come along on the dimension door.
Yeah.
If I'm going to use it. So the dimensional travel, I'll use a bonus action to. Now I can't. I'm obviously not going to teleport too far, but just to where I can see. So right to there.
Yeah, you can pull Lyric over too.
Oh, look at all this fun! Yay! It's clobbering time, or something like that. Let's see here. Attack roll.
Oh god. The questing blade.
Let's go for is that euphoric goblin? Something like that. Come on. 21.
Hits. Yeah, how do you kill this goblin?
Oh. Well, I'm going to assume I'm going to be drawing the blade, and it'll be my attack swing on the back. It'll be kind of an attack backhand swing since I'm a righty. So I'm just going to slash across him. I'm going to assume that I can aim for the throat, and since I think I have a second attack, I'm going to carry on into the. Yeah, it's 6th level, so I should have a second attack swing.
Yeah.
Do I pop it again? And into the next guy that's just kind of standing next to him, the one that's already been taking a little, looks like he's taking a little bit of a hit.
Yeah. 19 hits, yeah, roll your damage.
And it just kind of carries through, I'm going to assume. Is that enough to take him?
Oh, yeah, he's done.
As well? Okay. So basically, it's just a single swing, and I'm just going to call it that. It's just like a single powerful, I feel good about myself swing through both of them. As far as Lyric's concerned, she's going to grab a hold of my shoulder.
Oh, her stuff should be full. She hasn't used anything.
Yeah, she is. But she's gonna hold off on anything else. She's gonna hold off on doing anything just yet. But she'll probably land on my shoulder, left shoulder, kind of grab a hold, and kind of let out a little sing-song cheer or whistle, maybe. And that'll do it for our turn. Let me get to the thing. Interns. Now it's pests.
Pest and Rosalia. Rosalia's there holding the torch.
She's like, "Where's everybody going?"
Yeah, she's just like, what?
Who's controlling Pest and Rosalia?
Oh. Well, I thought Nerissa had been controlling.
Yeah, I've been doing Rosalia. Do you want me to do Pest as well?
Yeah.
All right. I'm looking at his character sheet right now. Give me a second.
Cute little guy.
He's so precious. I'm so excited to see his 3rd Pokemon evolution phase. There's got to be one. This has very middle phase vibes. And that's not like knocking him or anything. It's very cute. I like him. His speed is 40 feet. Now, since their turns are one right after the other, can I have them run up together and then each do like a
Yeah,
thing?
I'd allow that. Just like Brunk and Lyric work, I would let you work with them the same way.
Okay, just because like there's like advantages to being closer to Rosalia, so I don't want him to like run up and like not be able to do any actions when she's close by if he needs to like protect her or whatever. Or if they need to work together. Okay. So he can move 40. She can move 30, so they're gonna run up 30 feet. Mm. Oh wait, how far is that? Oh, let me stop telling me. Give me a second here.
I think that was 35. You got to move her back one.
That was 35. I'm trying to measure so I can see if it makes sense to bonus action dash. Since she's not really that close yet. Especially since she can't really see them at that distance.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is this
she's not even holding a glowing torch. Or holding a torch. She's holding the glowing stone that you gave her. She's got
Fletcher
5 feet vision within every direction.
Yeah. So, Fletcher, do you still have that torch, or did you put it down somewhere? What did you do with it?
I gave it to Rosalia, but I snuffed it out.
Okay, so she's gonna light the torch because the jig is up at this point. There's no point in having no light for safety purposes. Also, maybe the sudden light will be like oh no, it's suddenly blinding to the goblins.
I think you'd have to be closer for something like that to happen.
Okay, so would she be able to like bonus action dash over there and then be like, ba-bam, light, I got a torch? Is that something she could do? Where is everybody? I don't even see the goblins or anything on the map.
I clicked on Rosalia.
Oh, yeah, that's why. Okay, I understand.
Because she can't see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's so...
Because it's dark.
Right now she can see Jesus. And also you said Pest ran up with her, so...
Yeah.
She can see Jesus and Pest.
Okay,
Dark
so...
in here.
Is that something I could do though? Like would she be able to like dash over there so that she's like within the radius of the torch with the goblins? Like using like the 5 foot at a time, could she be like, oh, gotta get up there and then be like, bam, torch, and then blind them to like maybe.
I'm gonna say it's not gonna blind them.
Okay.
If it blinded them, it would blind you guys because it'd be affecting dark vision.
Yeah, I mean, like if it was going to blind them as I ran up, I was going to tell everybody to shield their eyes. But if that's not something that I would work that way, then that's understandable too. Okay, so she's just going to light the torch and dash so that she's a little bit closer then. What would be the 60 feet?
Like another 30 feet? Right
Yeah,
here.
would that be?
Yep.
All right, so that's where she is now, and that's her turn because she dashed.
Back up to Jesus.
Jesus is gonna start running forward so that maybe he could see where Nerissa's at. Oh, there's a whole bunch more. Alright, that's the case. I'm gonna cast Shatter on the transitional Boblin.
Oh my god, that hits all of them. Requesting roll. It's a DC 15 con. I will be very surprised if any of them get this. That is a triple failure. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Awesome.
14.
14. Yeah. And end my turn. There's not much else I can do right now.
They start like wailing in pain and like holding their ears.
They aren't the only ones. He just set off a concussion grenade.
Yeah.
We're all feeling it.
Sorry, guys.
Pretty
I
much
didn't think about
alerted
that.
anything nearby that there's something going on over here. Loud noises.
Yeah, I didn't think about that in the cave.
Loud noise, and it's echoing through the halls.
This Boblin is going to drop his bow and pull out a warhammer. He's going to try and swing upon you, Brunk.
Oh, hold on. Do I have a reaction? I'm gonna try the reaction of the shield of the Eldritch Maw for giggles.
Yeah.
to see if I can. Oh my! I need to roll a crit though to scarf him though, don't I?
Yeah, but you still get you deal 1d4 plus 1d6 damage.
No.
And he fucking missed you.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought maybe he'd hit me with that 19. Or is it
No,
22?
it was a 22. He needs a 23 to hit you.
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Sorry. Yeah.
They need
Okay.
to crit. They need to crit to hit you.
Oh. Bummer. But my shield reaches out and goes.
Yeah.
Gets a hold of his arm. It's like.
This one does attack with advantage because of pack tactics. As does this one.
The big scary guy.
None of them are able to get through that armor of yours, though. That is the Boblin's turns. The Goblin is going to take a scimitar swing on Fletcher. And fucking whiff. And that leads to your turn, Fletcher.
Yeah, as he whiffs on me, because I'm gonna duck down and then go like underneath him and whack him with my sword to the jaw. And not my sword.
Sword or your axe?
My axe. Sorry. My axe.
I think he should slowly start growing out a dwarven beard.
A 12 is not going to hit. But
I have 2 attacks.
You get
Can I
2
try
attacks.
again?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Fuck hell. And then I'll bonus action use my third thing, see if I can hit him.
Yep.
Well, no.
Yeah, just like he's like Matrix dodging these fucking huge swings on him.
It's my turn.
That was wild. Nerissa. Nerissa, you are like staring down this goblin boss that's like, let me go.
Question about the goblin boss.
Yeah.
Kind of above table. Do I get to know, or do I know, generally speaking, what his like movement speed is? Am I allowed to know that?
They move like a regular person.
So 30 feet, 60 feet if they're dashing?
Mm-hmm.
And we have... Okay.
Let me go.
Okay. Now, was he like running? Like, did he dash over to me? Or was he just kind of moving? Is he trying to be stealthy and sneak away and like therefore moving slowly? Or is
Yeah,
he
like he noticed you last minute as he got to the entrance to the cave, or like the exit to the cave.
so he's sneaking away slowly?
Yeah.
Can I would like to try to do something. I would like to. Nerissa has an idea. She wants to let him go. She wants to kind of be like slowly, like be careful, don't let them hear you. But as he's sneaking by, and like she's specifically trying to like warn him to go slowly and quietly so that he will like take his time and like move slowly through the next little bit. So I guess first of all, I'm trying to convince him to move slowly, and then also I want to sleight of hand my blink dagger into like one of the pockets on his bag as he slips out. So that way, once we deal with these guys, maybe me and like whoever wants to jump in my tank can blink over to my dagger and ambush him when he's alone in the next hallway. Is that something that I can do?
Yeah. Give me a sleight
Cool.
of hand.
All right.
Well, you have to move up to him as well. Like you get up and do his cheese, and then sleight
Yeah.
of hand.
But like I'm gonna like get up at like friendly, like I'm trying to like convince him like in like a friendly like yo like I'll keep a lookout for you, but like be quiet because you don't want them hearing and coming after whatever you're trying to escape with, man. Like I got you, I'm cool, and
Shit.
Yeah, he's like.
can I also pickpocket a random piece of loot while I'm doing this because I got an at 20.
Yeah, I'd allow that.
Yeah.
Like you put it in his pocket and replace something so it's the
Yeah.
same, so he doesn't notice
Yeah,
it.
yeah, something that yeah,
You just
exactly.
Indiana Jones your dagger with something else in your pocket.
And I'm
You
still
could-
gonna
you-
go
you
blink
could-
and get my
you could
dagger
s-
later.
You could swap up his scabbard and take his scimitar and replace it with your blink dagger.
He's not even gonna notice that the weapon in his hand is a different weapon.
Well, no, because he's got it in his scabbard. He doesn't have it drawn, right?
Oh, I thought you said he drew it in the last.
Oh
when
wait, he
came up.
did draw.
Like,
That's true. He
Yeah.
is like pointing it
I
at
was just
you.
like- and I'm just like, "Well, here you go.
No.
No, I'm like wanting to sneak it into his back pocket so he doesn't know he has a blink dagger on
Yeah,
him.
but you wanted to take something as well, and there's not really much
Yeah.
to take that he wouldn't notice. Like, he doesn't have anything special on him. He's got a javelin, a scimitar, a chain shirt, and a shield. That's all he's got.
No pictures of his family.
Let me look
Doesn't
at
have a
his
wallet.
picture. Yeah, like it
Visa
doesn't even
card.
need to be anything worth
Yeah,
like,
lint,
worth
a
anything.
button.
I want a random, like, I'm just like putting it into like one of the random pockets. Because let me see the picture of him again. I just posted it. Can you open it again? Is opening it just supposed to be like double clicking on his icon? How do I open the big
Hold
picture?
on.
Yeah, there he is. See, he's got like lots of little like things and stuff hanging off of his belt and whatnot.
What is it?
And like
Darts in his
stuff.
pockets.
Like, I'd even take one of those cool skulls that are on like
You
the.
want his skull? You want the skull that's on his belt?
Yeah, I'll take his cool skull.
Yeah. Add zombie skull to your. When you pick it up, its eyes open and it is still alive. As it's like kind of like snapping its jaw at you.
Okay, sick. How do I add zombie skulls on my character?
At the bottom, you should see a button that says add. When you click on that, it's gonna make a new item.
Roll for
That's
tetanus.
under loot.
On your inventory at the bottom. Yeah, click on new loot. It should have made an item called. Nope, now you've made 2 new loots.
I always forget that. I'm expecting something to pop up like a silly goose.
And then just name that one Zombie Skull. You can put in the description that it's the zombie skull that you took off of a goblin boss. Your blink dagger is on his person.
Excellent.
And he exits the scene.
And I'm gonna watch him just to make sure, like, is he actually moving slowly or is he trying to run away?
No, he's moving real slow in that cave.
Excellent, good. Okay, good.
Was that your whole turn?
Oh yeah, I still have movement I can do, can't I?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna then move closer to the action now. But I don't have any more actions to do, right? No, because that
You
that's sleight of hand.
that. Yeah.
Alright. But I can still like move basically like all the way down here.
Yep.
To like behind them. Alright, I'm gonna do that. Alright, and that is my turn.
Lyric and Brunk. You're muted.
My bad. I'm going to start my forehand swing. So I'm practicing my tennis swings. Back through. Start with transitional. Swinging. Oh, yeah. 21. 21s.
21 is
Roll a damage. Minimum 10 damage.
on which one?
The transitional, the one that's like right in front of me. Transitional bulblin.
That does not kill.
Does not?
What? No, it should have been.
No. 10 damage is not enough?
No.
Okay.
It's still up.
And then I'm going to be upset about that. So I will hack at him again.
That's a hit.
You must die. The lady demands it.
Yeah, this time that kills it.
So I'm just kind of cross-cut him. Make a big X.
Yeah.
Grr.
Cut right through him and watch him drop.
Right. I was looking through my features real quick just to see, or my stuff real quick just to see if there's anything else I really wanted to. If there's anything else worth trying, bonus action wise, there really isn't. Okay, I will move it along there.
Pest and Rosalia. That's you, Ellie.
Thank you for the reminder. Okay. So they're now close enough to run up in these guys' cheese. So Pest is gonna run up. And Pest is gonna run up. Oh right, I'm still measuring, that's why. Sorry. Take 3. Pest is gonna run up and fight this exploitative goblin. Gonna shadow bite him right on his Achilles tendon.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That's a miss.
Does Pest get more than one action or anything, or is that...
Pest gets one attack, or one action.
Okay, so that's the end of Pest's turn then?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Rosalia is gonna also run up next to Pest. Look at Pest and be like, that's the one to get, boy? Good boy. And then she's gonna pull out her... Stone Bleeder. Is that the cool big weapon she usually uses?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. She's gonna... Do goblins happen to have the stone camouflage trait?
No.
Or are they... What is native to the elemental plane of Earth mean?
Like the elemental plane of the element Earth.
Oh, okay, cool. Alright, well, she's just gonna hit him with the Stone Bleeder.
That's a hit. How did she kill this goblin?
So before hitting him, she's actually gonna quickly survey and see all of, like, the just, like, slivers of other goblins. And be like, you know what? Julian sounds great! And slice him down the middle, like all of his comrades.
Jesus. Not you, Jesus. I mean, like. Yeah, fuck. Is Rosalia doing anything else?
I don't think so. Because she used her full movement to get over here, I think. Yeah. That's not the right character sheet. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else. Sorry, I'm not as familiar with Rosalia. Is that everything she can do? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enter.
Jesus Christ.
Alright. In Goblin, I'm going to yell at the fast-moving Bulblin to prepare to meet his maker. And I'm going to cast Firebolt on him. But I'm also going to use a piece of my cloth to add plus 10 necrotic damage to the damage roll. I'm also going to use my my ability to add my charisma modifier for damage as well.
That 22 hits. Oh, that was a firebolt.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2d10 plus 4 plus 1d10.
Not quite enough.
Oh, you definitely killed him.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. So,
Awesome.
what happened? How does the shawl piece affect your firebolt?
Instead of him like bursting into flames, he just starts melting from the impact. Like it's not like it's more like acid burning than fire burning,
Oh.
and just kind of dissolves him. Would there be anything left of him for me to grab a piece of cloth from him, or no?
You just
How melted is he?
yeah.
I mean, did it melt him all or just like part of him?
Yeah, was
Yeah.
it like splotches where there's like little bits in between the acid burns?
I'm gonna say
Well,
because
you
you're
melt like a
trying.
candle.
You're trying to get a piece of his clothing when you can, right?
It's like when a
Yeah.
serial killer takes a trophy. It's so disturbing, and I love it.
I think there would be possibly enough of him left that you could manage that.
Okay, awesome. Just so I could recharge my cloak later.
I mean, you could do that with any
All
of
right.
them. It just has to be a creature that died within the last 24 hours.
Okay. I'm gonna move up into here as well.
Is that Bulblin the only guy that's left other than the boss that is trying
Yeah.
to escape down the hall?
Yeah.
What are the chances we can intimidate him into just like being like a little guy that follows us around and like a little pet? We just murdered all of his friends in front of him. What do you think we could?
Okay, let's play this out. We're gonna end combat. Cause yeah, this dude's surrounded.
And just watch everyone get obliterated. And I think I don't know. As soon as we walked in and I saw the name That Bulblin, I was like, I like that guy. I like that one.
Okay.
Yeah, can I walk up like still like coming my paws have gone down, but like I'm still like very bushy. I'm gonna visibly wipe blood off my blade so it flicks onto him. I'm gonna backhand him, so I wanna unarmed strike him.
Yeah, roll unarmed strike.
Don't actually kill him, Fletcher.
Hold on, I have to find where that is. My hand's under weapons. Hold on. Features.
It's on your inventory. Unarmed strike.
It's on inventory?
Yeah, under your attacks, your weapons.
I think you might have killed him.
I don't want to kill. I'm truly holding the punch back. Where all I want to do is I want to be able to deal damage to him.
You knock
without
him. You knock him unconscious.
Well, that didn't go to plan.
Well, I mean, if we put a little leash on him, and then when he wakes up, he can maybe have like a little bowl of food or something next to him. Maybe we can convince him to be just a little guy with us, you know?
Rosalia's
Sure.
like, that kind of sounds like slavery.
Yeah.
I was thinking kind of like a pet.
It kinda
I
sounds
mean,
like
I guess
slavery.
that's really dehumanizing, isn't it?
But before we get too much
He's not
further,
human either.
Nerissa, do you want to go get the captain?
Yeah, I was gonna say, did everyone else see him run off? I thought I still needed to explain. Hey, everyone, did you guys see him? Actually, like, question above board. Did everyone see him run off? Or were you all occupied with the stuff down there?
I was
'Cause-
fighting.
Pretty
people,
sure it
so I
was
can't
just
really-
you.
I was
Okay, so I'm gonna be like, so guys, I met the goblin boss, but I let him go. And I'm just
Well-
waiting for somebody to be like, what the heck?
Yeah, well, my intention was to try to find out where this loot came from, hence, and I'm gonna point to knocked out dude. Do you think he would have useful information for us?
I mean, he very well could. But I have a better idea. Wait, how many people does my tank hold again? Just one other person, or was it two? I forget. I think it was just
you
one
can
other
fit
person, right?
one medium-sized person or two small people.
Okay. So Nerissa's gonna be like, I did let him go, and like Rosalia is probably gonna be like, what do you mean you let him go? And then Nerissa's just gonna be like, but whoever wants to hop in my tank can blink over to him because I slipped my blink danker in his pocket, and now we can go ambush him down the hallway. Who's in?
I mean, I'm ready to hit people. I'm still burying mad. So I'll go. I'm small. I'm a little gnome.
That's fair. He's also probably not very far down the hallway. I told him to, sneak slowly, so. Do we want to go get this guy?
Sure.
Excellent.
It's fucking cold-blooded.
You guys stay here, watch this, and I'm gonna point to the chest.
Yeah, there's a chest in the corner there. And watch the Bulblin guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna toss rope out of my bag. Here, make use of this. I'll, do a really quick, hitch. Like a hitch knot as well on it. Maybe this will come in handy. I'll toss that to whoever wants it.
Excellent. Now, Fletcher, is he like a small? Would I be able to fit maybe like Pest or Lyric in my tank as well, or?
Yeah, Pest or Lyric would fit in your tank as well.
Brunk, do you think Lyric would want to come, or would she stay with you? She would stay with you? That's what I figured. Okay, so I think Pest would also be like excited about the adventure, kind of like any dog is excited for a car ride. He'd be like, "Yeah,
Yeah, and
For a tank ride?
you notice once he gets into the water, it becomes kind of like an inky black, but also forms the bottom half of him into almost like a shark fin.
oh, you so mermaid with me."
But before he's in the water, the legs just right above the water.
Yeah. Before they morph into the tail. Now he's just hanging outside of the off the side of the tank
Yeah, excellent. All right. Oh, go ahead.
Are you gonna gallop or just zoop with the?
We're blinking over there.
You blink and
That's part of it.
You're right.
I want to blink to it and then like surprise attack him with it if I can.
You're in a narrow tunnel, with your group in the tank. Appear in front of him and kind of snatch the dagger from, teleport to his position with your hand on the dagger. Which he is now running. Once you stopped paying attention, he started.
I will jump and try to grapple him.
Well, let me finish, please. You reach out, or you teleport to him, and you have the dagger in your hand, and it's in his just one of his side sheaths. And you stop him in place, where he kind of yanks and turns. He's like, "Ah, no! You let me go! You let me go!"
You said there wasn't anything in it for me, though.
The treasure chest is yours.
What are you trying to get away with?
Nothing.
Where'd you find the chest?
In the cave.
Just in that cave, in the cave that we just came from.
Yes.
What were you fighting over?
Who got to keep it?
And you didn't empty the chest before?
No.
Is that true, guys?
Just coming in, excuse me.
I guess we can't. There's no way for us to check, yeah.
Please let me go.
How well do you know these caves?
Well enough.
Do you know of a vault?
What's vault?
You don't know what vaults are of any vaults in these caves?
What vault?
He doesn't
Oh, you
what a
know
vault
of
is.
some of them. You just don't know which one we want.
What is vault?
Oh, a
Big
vault is
room
like a,
with lots of treasure.
or like with a locked door, even, or something.
Lots of big rooms with lots of treasure. Lots of doors.
Any doors with numbers on them?
Numbers?
I'm gonna like use one of my crab claws to like draw like I don't want to point out exactly what vault in case he sees vault 13 or knows where it is, but I'm gonna write the numbers from like 10 to 15, and I'll be like, do any of these symbols look familiar to you?
He draws a butt in the ground.
Nice. And like one of my crab claws is gonna high five him.
He's like,
And like because he has his hand up scared, the crab claw like high fives the hand and then just So you don't recognize any of these symbols?
He points at the 13. He's like, I've seen that one.
Where's that?
Deeper in.
Which
Can
way?
you take me and my friends there? We'll let you go if you take us there.
Sure.
I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna punch him.
Just like knock him out cold.
No,
He's like,
actually not.
What? I said
Do you need me
yes.
to roll?
How small is he?
He's a small sized creature.
How much does he weigh?
Probably not a lot. It's like the size of a toddler.
Are toddlers less than 5 pounds? I don't know how
No.
much small
Or
things weigh.
the goblin, not the size of a toddler, but probably like the same size as Fletcher, like the size of a gnome.
Okay. But too heavy for me to like mage hand him and leg up by the scruff.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like grab him by his collar and be like, "Listen, you better be telling the truth." And I'm gonna like again point to all of the blood that is on me from his friends. Or you will join your friends in the 9 hells.
It's like I'm telling my truth.
I don't trust him, but I feel like we should bring him back to the rest of the group. And like I said, if you can show us where this vault is safely, we can maybe let you go then.
You could just let me go.
But here's the thing, though. Remember how I said, what do I get out of it? And you said nothing, and then I didn't let you go?
Who's holding him?
Me, I'm big and scary and covered in all of his friends' blood.
Cool. Roll an opposed athletics.
Great. Didn't even lift him. Every time I try to do something cool.
He gets out of your grip, and lands on the ground and starts running.
Where's my blink dagger?
You have it in
You
your
have
hand.
it.
It's in my hands now. You said this is a narrow hallway. Can I, like, throw my blink dagger so that it, like, pins his cloak against the wall?
Give me an athletics check.
Oh, no. Could I do sleight of hand instead?
No, because you are trying to pin him. You are trying to use force instead of finesse.
No, but because he's running, and I'm specifically trying to get, like, his, like, cloak. Like, I'm, like,
you're,
trying to...
you're trying to pin him into the wall,
Yeah.
but it's an athletics check.
Okay. Can I use my inspiration?
Sure.
This is not gonna go well. This is worse!
You throw your blink dagger and it hits the wall and clatters behind him as he keeps running.
Can I bonus action to it so I'm still closer and like have one of my crab claws trying to grab him?
You bonus action to it. You're right behind him again. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check to grab him. You snatch the back of his collar and lift him up with the crab claw again. He's like, "Ah, oh, come on!"
Like dangling. He's like...
Yeah, still in like a running pose. Like, I can make it. I can make it. I can. Oh no.
Full Looney Tune.
Oh, okay. Okay, Slowbad leave you. I mean, lead you. Slowbad lead you.
Slowbad, is that your name?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good name. Alright, Slowbad, you gotta come back and meet our friends first, though.
Okay.
Alright. And I'm not putting him down. Like, he is like, one of my crab claws is like dedicated to like carrying him like in front of my tank, kind of like he's like the carrot on the stick that's like that's how he's being carried in front of me.
Yeah. I mean, you're fast, so you'd be able to get everybody back to the cave pretty easily.
Hey everyone, we made a friend!
I don't like this.
This is Slowbad. Hi everybody. Say hi everybody, Slowbad.
Hi, everybody.
Rosalia's just like
I look at Rosalia and I'm like, slave?
we don't need to talk about the ethics of this right now.
Yeah, probably not not best to talk about the ethics of it. No, you'll let me go, right? Right.
So he said that he has seen the number 13 and knows where it is in the caves.
I saw symbols. Yes.
I've seen
And
numbers before.
I'm wondering if he knows where that vault is. But he said he could lead us to where he's seen this symbol, and one of my other claws is going to draw 13. He said he can lead us to this symbol. I told him if he leads us there safely, we'll let him go. How do you guys feel about that?
Slowbad looks over to see that Bulblin passed out. He's like,
You guys can
I'm
learn to work
down.
together.
I'm okay with it. If he backstabs us, then it's gonna be a no longer he's safe situation.
That's what I said. If he leads us there safely, we'll let him go safely. You understand?
yeah, Slowbad understand.
Excellent.
Please let me go.
You have
Oh,
to
like
stop
put you
him.
down on the
I'm gonna,
ground?
we're gonna tie this man. I'm gonna gag him. He has to stop talking until he is needed. Great.
Slow
You
bad
sit
ones
there,
down?
or you'll end up like him. And I'm gonna point you like the one I sliced directly in half.
He starts crying.
And be quiet.
He starts
Great.
weeping.
Jesus. Was there anything in the chest?
There's Shaba's box of bean boozlers. There's
Nice.
2 potion of healing superiors and 1
Nice.
potion of rejuvenation greater.
Excellent.
I'm gonna take the potion of rejuvenation because that would give me a spell slot back when I drink it plus hit points.
Can I
If
take the Bean
everyone's cool with
Boozlers? I'm cool with you taking that. Is everyone okay if I take
Yeah.
the Bean Boozlers?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna see if Brunk wanted to try one since he's such a foodie.
I'm not hungry right now. I had a big breakfast.
I'm gonna try to give one to Barnabas when we get back back with him.
Okay, should I take this last potion?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
All right. The unconscious Bulblin, do we want to like, do we have like a little cart or something we can pull him with, or?
What are we doing with them?
I don't know. I guess we don't need to keep him since we have Slow Bad. I keep wanting to call him Strong Bad.
Yeah, kill that guy.
We're not gonna kill him.
Well, then
You just don't.
leave him here.
But if we get bored, we might give both of you a knife and tell you to kill each other.
Oh yeah, we should keep both of them for now.
Also, Slowbag can't talk. I put a thing in his mouth. Yeah, shut up.
Rosalia's like, what the fuck?
I don't know. I don't care what we do with this man. Can we put Nerissa? Can you put wheels on the chest?
The treasure chest?
Like make it a wagon.
Hold a minute.
Yeah. Can we take some downtime here so you can fashion a wagon out of this treasure chest? You're an artificer, and putting wheels on something definitely has to be something you can do.
I have steel ball bearings. And my tank used to be on wheels before I upgraded it to the crab claws. Would I have the wheels still?
I don't imagine you would ever get rid of any potential materials.
So could I put the old wheels from my tank on the treasure chest? And like drag it behind my tank, I guess.
You could.
It was like a little trailer.
You could try for sure.
I would like to try that.
That's crazy.
Just so
It's like
it's
a little
said, while
tow
that's
trailer.
happening, I'm gonna go disarm my hunting trap and put it back in my satchel.
Yep.
You want me to roll something for the building of this chest?
Yeah.
What do you want me to roll?
Roll Tinker's Tools.
Tinker's Tools.
$17. Yeah, you're just making you're turning a chest into a wagon. Yeah, that ain't rocket science. That's pretty easy work for you. Yeah, you make this little trolley attachment that attaches to the back of your tank.
Cool. Now, are we putting the Bulblin in it, or are we putting Slowbad in it?
Slowbad can walk. We'll put the
Slowbad
Boblin
can
in
walk.
it.
Okay.
We'll just tie Slowbad to the train.
Yeah. And for the record, while I was fixing the wheels, I did also include air holes, so it is a humane enclosure. Cool.
Hold on. Fashion.
This is so silly.
Fashioned into a wagon using Nerissa's old wheels. has air holes for capturing purposes.
Is the chest in a wagon a chagon? Is that what we're gonna... Just asking for a friend. Or a west. Either one.
Don't like that.
You don't like that? It's a west?
Alright, Nerissa, you have chest wagon on your character sheet.
Also known as a chagon.
Yeah, for the record, I'm Team Chagan.
It's definitely a chagon.
Cool. Excellent. I'm happy. I think at this point then, unless anyone else wanted to do anything else in this cave, I'm happy to carry on with our new prisoners in tow.
Yeah, you got one that's tied up and fucking unconscious because he got fucking knocked the fuck out.
And in a closed chest.
The other one is terrified for its life and you're making it walk, I guess.
That or I could continue just holding him above, like...
Yeah, because really, all you're doing is, like, you're slowing yourself down to be able to keep up with everybody anyway. By giving up one of your claws to hold on.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because I don't want to give him the chance to just bolt again, because we can already tell he's a flight risk. I don't trust him.
Yeah, roll an athletics,
Yeah.
because I want to see what is the what does he have to roll to get out of your grapple?
Well, I was also just checking to see if I have any like rope or anything in my inventory so that I could so maybe he can walk, but like he can still be like attached to like we said, like the train, like have him like attached to my chest,
Into
like
the
my neck
west.
somehow.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Dragon.
I have some rope to tie him up with.
Strap him to the
Okay.
chagon?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have rope. My explorer's pack should come with it, right? Yeah, 50 feet of rope, so I could use some of that to tie him to the wagon.
Perfect.
Okay. So you're asking him to lead the way to the door?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and give me hex rolls. You come to like a cross section where there's like two paths, and he points to the right one and he says, "That's the way to get closer to the doors, or to get closer to the deeper. You're looking."
Sorry,
for
what's he pointing at?
There are two pathways, or it splits off into two different like caverns.
Okay.
Flash, can I get you to mute? I'm getting that crinkling. There's two pathways. The path splits into two, and he tells you to take the right pathway.
Can we do an insight check on how trustworthy his being with this direction?
Sure, roll an insight. He's definitely lying to you.
All right, we're gonna go the other way.
I'm gonna smack him in the back of the head.
Huh?
I try to do an intimidation check on him just to intimidate him not to do that again.
Roll intimidation.
Should it be with advantage to just hit him?
Sure.
Excellent.
Oh, sweet. Then I get to roll 3.
Get to roll 3. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the 25.
Yep. Go ahead and give me a d6 roll. That's a 5. Hold on, I gotta copy your friends over.
Yeah.
And you rolled a 5. Jesus, your dagger, the Hinox dagger that you got, starts to resonate with something in the room that you walk into. And as you pass the threshold into like this larger cave opening, you see what appears to be a lantern on a pedestal. The lantern appears to have like an eyeball on the inside that is shedding a dim light. Currently shedding a dim light. Hold on. Merkana Underground.
Does this happen to look anything like any symbol or anything that would have been on that map?
No.
Nope. Okay. And there's nothing else around in this room that we're in that would look like anything on the map?
Not currently.
Okay. Cool.
Does the knife react if I bring it closer to the lantern?
The lantern appears to react when you get closer with the knife. Like, it starts to glow brighter.
Okay. Huh. Uh, I'm gonna walk up to the lantern and I'm gonna pick it up to see what happens.
You pick up the lantern. You will have dark vision. Your dark vision extends further when you pick the lantern up. There's nothing invisible to be seen right now, but like you know what this thing does immediately. It gives you kind of the information in your mind as you pick it up. While attuned, or sorry, no, this does require attunement. I lied.
I can't attune to it because I'm attuned to 3 things already.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be willing to give up attunement to the gauntlets for now. I could always reattune to the gauntlets later.
Okay. So then, yeah. Your dark vision goes from... Is it 60 right now? Your dark vision goes from 60 to 90. Once per day, as an action, you can command the lantern to reveal hidden things. For 1 minute, the lantern emits a pale golden light in a 30-foot radius, and during that time, invisible creatures and objects within the light are visible to all who can see the lantern's glow, and creatures in the area cannot benefit from being hidden or obscured by magical darkness. While lit, the lantern can swivel on its own to face the nearest creature within 60 feet once per round. You have advantage on perception checks made to detect movement or ambushes in dim light or darkness.
Pretty sweet. That'll be very helpful getting through these caves.
And that is what you found on the other pathway.
Did Slowbad have any notable reaction to us taking the opposite path from what he told us to take? Other than like maybe the obvious like
yeah, there
reaction
was
to
like
the
that
hit.
disappointment on his face, but also like somebody hit him.
Okay, cool. All right, Slowbad, where do we go from here?
Go ahead and give me some hex rolls. Okay, 4 and 2. The room that you're in once again goes down a path that splits into 2 pathways. And he sniffs the air and he's like, one path goes deeper where you will find that symbol. The other path goes to the big city.
Which one's which?
The left path goes deeper, the right path goes to the big city.
Okay, and can we tell if he's being truthful this time?
Roll an insight. He is being truthful.
How much further down each path is it to the destination?
What do you mean?
Like, if we go down this path, is it like directly down this path, or is it like down this path and then we'll get lost along the way?
No, directly down that path is deeper into the caverns.
Where the symbol is?
Where the symbol is. The other path leads to the city.
Okay. Well, at this point, I do know we are on a mission to get to the city. So if everyone in the party, including like the people that we are escorting, are wanting to just go straight to the city, and then we can maybe come back down here and go to go down the path to where the symbol is.
Yeah, I'm even thinking when we get to Merkana, we could ask Pocket if he's there, if he's got any more information about it, since he was seems to be involved. What's in this vault? What's its deal? What should we expect? I wonder if he can give us one.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
But I also
I'm
don't
down
think
for
we should
going.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna agree, say I'm down for going to the city too first. Get our people there safely, and then we could screw around down here as much as we want later.
Yeah. I also I don't know if we should let Slowbad go just yet until we do actually go down the path. Just because like I said, when we get there safely, then we could let him go, but we're not getting there safely quite yet. What do you guys think?
Yeah, maybe somewhere in Merkana, maybe somewhere in Merkana we could stash them until we're ready to go back.
Yeah, maybe there's like a little like goblin boarding house or something. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, you're coming to the city with us.
Oh no.
Yeah. I'm just gonna give him a little pat on the head.
He's like, no, I don't belong there. I don't belong on the surface with you people.
There are all sorts in the city. You can fit right in. It's fine.
That's not what I wanted to do. So you head down the pathway towards the city?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, where'd that go? I need that. Going down the pathway, it does wind a little bit, but you do find that there are signs pointing, saying like to Merkana. You come across a small group led by what appears to be like a bokoblin trader. That he has like various wares. He's got a little shop set up. The sign says Tunnel Folk Raiders, and there is like kind of like a group of like more like sentient cave creatures and things like that that are kind of like camped together behind him. It appears that he's selling like simple wares, maybe like like rare fungus that you can find in the caves, or like little gems, or even like kind of maybe like salvaged machinery or weapons. And further on from there, you can basically see into the city proper, where it's kind of chaotic. Even where you are, you can hear the sounds of you can see that there's some kind of spell work that's going on the inside, which is part of what is keeping the shadow creatures out. It's almost like a barrier of light. You can hear the sounds of the shadow beasts on the outside, that kind of maelstrom and like that growls from those creatures as they're swirling around. And you can hear the occasional firing of a gun, or like somebody yelling to like for like a group to attack, like almost like a war commander who is commanding people to attack in the distance. Boop, 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 boop. Hold on, I'm just gonna bring you guys on here for now. Brunk, Fletcher Huck, Jesus Christ, Nerissa. Only need you four on for now. I'll bring everybody else on later. I'll have like a little token for everybody, but just make sure the lighting is off on this. Yes. Bring you to Merkana.
Just a quick question. You said that guy was like selling, like the bokoblin guy was selling wares. Did that look like he was like a permanent fixture in that location, or did he have like a cart where he looks like he's traveling and might not be there for long?
No, it looks like it look the way the camp is set up. It looks like they've been there for a while.
Okay, cool. That's all I want to know. I'm good to pass through and then return and check out those machine parts later.
Yeah. And arriving in Merkana, that is where we're actually going to end session for tonight. As you'll be able to go into the city proper and do things that you want to do. It maybe won't be a downtime, but it will be kind of like you guys will have the ability to split off and go into the city and scope things out or do what you want to do. I know everybody probably wants to go to the guild hall as well to check in on things. So,
Since we have arrived, does this mean we've completed the mission, or do we need to bring them somewhere specific in Merkana?
The mission is almost complete, but there is going to be kind of a discussion between your groups before you leave. So we're going to save that for next session to complete that as well.
Cool.
But you have effectively completed that mission to deliver them to Merkana, so there will be your rewards for that will come.
Yay!
For anybody who tuned in, we love every single one of you. We hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening wherever you are. As always, power to the players. We will see you next week. You guys go ahead and add another 5 points to your points cards. Actually, make it 10 for good roleplay as well as succeeding in getting through Merkana. So now, basically, how it works is you're back in Merkana, but the other pathway goes into the Deep Under, which you'll learn more about next session as well. But what is essentially basically the original training ground for adventurers and like guild members in Merkana.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Exciting.